Number 1 says Liz bought 4 2-quart packages of strawberries. So she has 4 2-quart packages. How many gallons of strawberries did we buy? So first of all, we need to know how many quarts she has. So she has 4 2 quarts, which would be 4 times 2. So she has 8 quarts. Then we know 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. So she has 8 quarts. So we have to do 8 divided by 4 equals 2. Therefore, she has 2 gallons. Number 2 says Liliana is packing 135 winter hats into donation boxes. 32 hats will fit in one box. So she wants to know how many boxes she needs. So we have to do 135 divided by 32 hats in each box. If we guess, round 32 down to 30, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. 150 is too high. So probably about 4 times. So our quotient is 4. Then we have to do 32 times 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. That would be 128 hats. We have 135 hats. So our remainder would be 135 minus 128. You can't do 5 minus 8, so you borrow. 15 minus 8 is 7. So our remainder is 7. Now it wants to know how many boxes she would have. So if we have 4 boxes and 7 left over, we can't just leave those boxes laying around. So we would need 5 boxes total. Number 3 says 4 friends equally shared 6 cups of soup. How much soup did each friend get? Circle all that apply. So we have 6 cups. We want to divide those cups by 4 friends. So another way to write that, since we know this division sign right here, can also be a fraction bar, 6 over 4. So we know that A is right. Since 6 over 4 is an improper fraction, we can change it to a mixed number. So 4 goes into 6 one time with 2 left over. So another way to write that would be 1 2/4, which is the second one. Now since 2/4, we can simplify. We can divide the top by 2. We have to divide the bottom by 2 also. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. It could also be 1.5 cups. 4/6 is less than 1, so we know right then it cannot be D. Number 4 says complete. A says write a number in which a 5 is worth 500. So we know 1's place, 10's place, 100's place. We have to put a 5 in our 100's place. Any other number doesn't matter. You can even add other numbers in the thousands or the 10,000's place, as long as in that 100's place you have a 5. Next it says write a number in which the 5 is worth 10 times as much. So 10 times the hundreds would be the thousands. So again, we have our 1's, 10's, 100's, thousands. We have to make sure we put a 5 in our thousands place. And it doesn't matter what number you put anywhere else. You can also add numbers in the 10,000s or even the 100,000s place. B says write a number in which the 7 is worth 70,000. So we need a 7 in our 10,000s place. So 1's, 10's, 100's, thousands, 10,000s. We have to have a 7 in our 10,000s place. Doesn't matter what numbers you have anywhere else. Again, you can even add numbers in your hundreds, thousands, or your millions if you would like. The next one says write a number in which the 7 is worth 1/10 as much. So in order to do 1/10, we just move it over to our next place, which means we need a 7 in our thousands place. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, we need to have a 7. Again, doesn't matter what numbers you put anywhere else, and you could even add another number in your 10,000s or your 100,000s place. Number 5 says, what did you do with the remainder in problem 2 and why? So again, we have 135 hats that we're splitting into 32 boxes. That means we can put them into 4 boxes with 7 left over, which we already discussed. Those 7 hats can't just sit there, so we have to put them in a box. Therefore, we would need 5 boxes. So just make sure you explain that in your own words.